friends. Today's intro is brought to you by curiosity, tangents, and distractions, not Squarespace. As you know from yesterday's nonsense upload, I've got a bunch of parts for bikes that I want to put on bikes, but it's all in the shed, and the dang lock to get in there is frozen. So I'm going to boil some water in this kettle, dump it all over it to thaw it out. Distraction, it's pretty slimy in there, it's gross. So, as a distraction, a tangent, a way that I kill time and not get anything done in a day, I want to know, for no reason whatsoever, what happens if you boil dish soapy water. Yeah, I should have saw that coming. Okay, we're in. It worked. Of course it worked. Why wouldn't it work? You'll have to excuse my excitement and excuse the fact that this is going to be BMX build content. Sorry, but I just love it so much. But before I get into this, I want to give you an insight into what my psyche was like all last week, maybe 2 weeks ago, searching for something very small. As I assume you are aware, I hold on to everything. I don't throw a whole stuff out. It's not well organized, but I do keep things, and generally with an 80% success rate, I can find them again. And when it comes to the barrel adjusters on these Odyssey M2 levers, there's two types of inserts, one for 1 cable and one for 2 cable. For context, the coupler for 2 cables, it looks like this. It's small, no doubt it is small, but it works with this bad boy right here. This pulls, and then the gyro pulls on your detangler. You'll see what I mean. And I know that in here somewhere, somewhere maybe inside, that coupler is existent. I do have it. So I came in here twice, opened every drawer, poured everything on the ground, shot video of it with the thought that I would have this great on-camera moment, like, yes, I found it. It never happened. Let me tell you about soul crushing. Finding them online is an option, but shipping was like $35 US, it was like $1 million Canadian, or I buy a new lever, but because I am who I am, I'm like, I don't need a new lever, I just need the piece. The way we solved it, I love to say we. Harrison, my boy at Bikes on Wheels, he made one. This is made out of an aluminum crank. He cut a piece out of an old crappy aluminum crank, drilled a hole, and then just let it spin against a bench grinder, and then drilled 2 holes and the slot, making the coupler piece himself and throwing it in the box of the bike that I bought, all these parts that I bought, and now I should be able to put my gyro on. Long intro again. Now I'm gonna work on my BMX. Isn't that badass? That's sick. Okay. By the end of this work, I should have gyro and a lot less colored parts on there. So Harrison, being as sick as I am of seeing a bunch of just like mismatched parts bin colors all over the place, I assume this is an old seat post of his, but threw in a black pivotal post of his. This black 25 tooth sprocket. Currently right now the one on there is purple. You might not know that or not, but there's a black one to throw on as well. The Odyssey Springfield brake kit. I didn't know I was gonna go gyro. I wouldn't have bought this, but I like the fact that it just uses 1 spring. My friend Corey was kind of raving about the Springfield, so the price was low enough, so I got one. And all I'm gonna use out of this is just the U-brake. That gets rid of a blue brake, a red seat post, and a purple sprocket. I might not do the sprocket today. Now, the part that I am most excited about are these Odyssey Super Highways. Oh, I've been wanting to do this for a while. I am glad I got it done. Doesn't feel much heavier, at least it's not gonna be heavier to the detriment of my riding. And this detangler might be a little gross, but you can always get a new one eventually. I would absolutely love to go ride this thing, but A, it's super cold out. B, time management says I've already wasted far too much time in here, and there's 100 other things that need to be done today, not the least of which, burning some Border Collie energy. Norton is getting older, and he does show his age from time to time, but the blanket Border Collie rule still applies. If you don't burn my energy, I will become rambunctious. Though unfortunately in his 10 years of vast experience, he is still yet to develop an understanding that it's too cold to be outside for too long. And you can't just, can you just take some time off? There's a kid on a frozen pond over there playing hockey with his friends, no shirt on. It's like -10. I remember being an idiot. It wasn't that long ago, but lying to all your friends, be like, I'm not cold. It's not even cold out. It's like hot. It's like a summer day.